Okay, hello and welcome back to Bikini Bottom. So in the first part, we had a little introduction to the story. It's basically this guy created some robots and now Plankton can't control them, which means we have to take care of them, also because SpongeBob is ever so slightly blamed for what's going on. We did the first level, Jellyfish Fields, fought against some robots, against a giant king jellyfish who we just basically assaulted in the bathroom, which sounds absolutely wrong now that I think about it. And today we're gonna go to Downtown Bikini Bottom. We got a bunch of spatulas at this point, and this is the next level.
Downtown Bikini Bottom, once a bustling metropolis, now a debris-covered crater.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying Downtown Bikini Bottom. We have to evacuate!
All right, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust.
Not vacuum, evacuate! We have to get everyone to safety.
Can we just load them up in the boats?
That won't do any good.
Why not?
Because the robots have taken all the steering wheels.
Doesn't mean the boat can't drive anymore.
Couldn't we just drive in a straight line?
Exactly, SpongeBob gets me.
No, there are too many turns.
Those fiends, they thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff. I'll get those steering wheels back.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear. But I tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden spatula.
How about a driver's license instead?
Nice try.
Okay, yeah, so throughout the levels there are these steering wheels. I think there are, how many are there? 11? Yeah, about 11. I'm not sure if I will try to get all of them here and just trying to get through the level for now. But I know there's a spatula to get over here by the statue where there is this cannon that shoots at you. I wonder who put all these cannons up. And I'll have to make it, yes, hit the tikis without actually hurting me.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Bullseye. And now one over here. Come on, cannon. I'm a target. I'm an easy target. Where's the cannon shooting? There we go. Oh, close one. I wonder who's dropping that. It's probably just a miracle. Okay, now I have to make it up there, which I hope I'm able to do in the amount of time that we have, because I always have trouble getting up there. If this takes too long, I'm totally gonna cut this. I actually made the first time I tried to get this, it took me like 5 minutes for some reason. So, yeah. Can't go over there yet. But hey, let's destroy some tikis to get some shiny objects. Oh no. Ah, and we found a sock.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Let's see if we can find a couple more socks maybe by the end of this level. I can get a new spatula from Patrick. Okay, but for now, let's clean up downtown. There's also the introduction of the SpongeBob, which I always loved as a kid.
Roll, roll, roll the sponge.
Ooh, new robot. always seemed so brutal to me as a kid. Ah, Gary's the one who's dropping all these things. From now on we know if that thing falls, it's always Gary. It's always Gary. Okay, before we do this, let's check out the trampoline over here. The tikis. Don't fall. Okay, can't get there yet. Oh, but there's another way over there. Handy robot.
Take that!
And we can open up way through here. I mean, yeah, we're creating shortcuts, but at the same time we're also absolutely wrecking this place, which seems counterproductive, you know?
Cha-ching!
Okay, there's another cannon over here. Let's see if it... I was just shooting this anyway. I don't think you can actually destroy that cannon until you're here with Sandy. So let's just avoid getting shot. Oh, this pit. I've never been good at getting over this pit. I was never good at this when I was a kid. I'm not good at it now. Let's see. Oh, first try. A miracle. It's literally a miracle. First try. Okay, let's close this up first. So, since the last part of this Let's Play, I've been replaying some of the older games I have. Like, this was the first SpongeBob game I ever owned. It was for the GameCube. And I think the next one I had, I think was the one for the movie, also for the GameCube. And that game I absolutely love. I hope if this one is successful, they make a rehydrated version also of the movie game.
This door is locked from the inside. Who would do such a thing?
Because the movie game, I think, had a very good structure. It basically retold the story of the movie, but I think in a very good way, where you would constantly switch between SpongeBob and Patrick in between levels, and both of them had their unique set of skills that you could also even level up and all that. So there was even, you could argue, a sort of RPG element to the whole thing. And I just think it was very well done. It had a lot of charm to it, and it wasn't just the story you played. It also had like a bunch of mini games or mini levels in between. Some of them less fun than the others, like the fighting arena stuff could get a bit repetitive. But
Gary? Meow? Yes, thanks for
I
noticing.
actually didn't want to
I
enter
have
this
been
bit.
working out. Meow. Not done? Doesn't that mean meow? Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads to the lighthouse? Aha! There's another golden spatula. I could really use that. Meow. What do you mean, get Sandy to help me? I can get through this. Meow, meow. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone going to get across there? Uh-oh, more robots. Holy Dutchman's ghost! That gap looks impossible! And impassable! Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out.
yeah, anyway, so yeah, the movie game. Lots of little side stuff you could do. For example, since the Sponge Ball is here, it had like Sponge Ball challenges, which were always a lot of fun, and sometimes they could get really frustrating. And Patrick had like jumping challenges, which could get really tricky at times. At least for me when I was a kid. And you were also sort of forced to explore all of those levels because you had to collect Goofy Goober coins, similar to the gold spatulas in this game. Which, as a kid, could sometimes be a bit annoying because some of the challenges were just too hard for me. But, you know, over time you you work your way through, you get used to them. And that way you could spend a lot of time with the video game. So, yeah, that was
there you
the
are,
second
boy.
second
Someone's
video game I
broken
ever
the
had. So I
scene.
really hope they're rehydrating that one because I think it would be a great follow-up to this rehydrated version.
That's horrible. The sea needle is the cradle of Crochet Corner.
Yes, yes it is. But what's more important is that there are tikis and shiny objects just outside the windows.
Mr. Krabs, how can you think of money at a time like this?
Easy. I just clear my mind. Money, money, money. Now listen here, boy. You know that I'll give you golden spatulas if you bring me shiny objects. But I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you can break all the tikis here at the Sea Needle, I'll give you a bonus golden spatula.
Why would I want to break the tikis, Mr. Krabs?
Because they look creepy.
Because they were laughing at you and calling you funny names.
What kind of funny names?
You know, SpongeBob butt pants.
That's not very funny.
No. But they said your mom was ugly.
Oh, Mr. Krabs just went there.
Ugly? All right, Mr. Krabs, break them I shall. You've got a deal.
Well, let's go break some tikis now. First one to west.
It shines.
Like,
Boing.
this always either takes me not long at all, or absolutely forever. So let's hope it doesn't take forever. That was the last one. Good. So we can't go over there yet. Oh no, tortosaurs.
You've just met the Sponginator.
Honestly, these robots are my nemesis. I just hate them. Actually, let me get that.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Let's hope I survive that. It isn't really a case of taking too long, it's a case of me surviving this. Did I hit it? Is that falling down? It is. Cool. Oh, see, there's a wheel over here. Let's open that door. Okay, there's a monster.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights.
And what's it?
Ultimate wedgie experience. Whee!
Okay, thought I didn't hit anything, but at least I triggered some tikis, that's good. Let's see. Slow and steady wins the race. Did I get it? Got it. So we can't go over there yet, because I don't have that ability yet to get over
I
there.
feel like a new sponge.
Good work, boy.
But we destroyed
Here's
all
the
the
golden
tikis.
spatula, like I promised.
Thank you. Okay, Okay, let's continue our journey.
Oh, sparkly!
Location. These robots. And now we get to play one of the funniest characters in the game named Sandy. Who, let's admit it, is a lot of fun because of her suit.
I love opening presents.
That's just a fact. Okay, let's get up here and let's play with Sandy for the first time. Ah, look at her adorable face and tail.
Well, that's awful pretty.
Can we make it back here? No, okay. Okay, we'll go here.
Okay, that's better.
So I had to pause the game for a second because I had to look up what the other GameCube game was I had because it had such an obscure title. I keep forgetting what it's called. So the next video game I had. Oh, I should mention I also had this one and the movie game for the Game Boy Advance. Oh, I forget it. Obviously the ones for the GameCube were more fun because of the 3D environment and everything. Also, the Battle for Bikini Bottom one for the Game Boy Advance was hard as nails. I was never really able to beat that one as a kid. The one for the movie was fun though. So yeah, the next game I had for the GameCube was called SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants, and it was basically someone at the development team probably thought, what if Mario Party but SpongeBob? Like that's basically the whole gist of it. The basic, very simple story was that Bikini Bottom is producing a special anniversary movie for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. And they need to cast a couple of roles for the movie, so the cast of SpongeBob plays a bunch of mini games in order to establish who's best for certain roles. So it's always dependent on certain settings. So for example, I think it starts out with the Krusty Krab and trying to find out who plays the waiter. So you play a bunch of mini games that are set at the Krusty Krab and are related to, you know, fried cooking and all that sort of stuff. And it sounds a bit silly as a premise for a SpongeBob video game, but as a kid, I had a lot of fun with that game because there were so many different kinds of mini games you could play. My favorite ones were, I think, I'm going to move over here just to get that wheel. Were the music ones, which was basically like a rhythm game, and every character played a different instrument. And they played some really fun songs, and there were some cool solos in there. Oh, I didn't actually make that. Like SpongeBob gets a really cool guitar solo, and Squidward gets a really good clarinet solo, that sort of thing. But yeah, there were also like driving mini games, boarding mini games related to fry cooking, like all sorts of things, like Mario Party basically. And at the end of the game, when every role was cast,
Hey Larry, what's shaking?
it was determined who gets to be the big bad
Sandy!
guy.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Yes, sir. That
I
there
love how
antenna
this is the
shinier than a
problem that we're
$3 bill.
concerning ourselves with.
Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper.
So, what's jumping got to do with it?
Because the old antenna is up there.
Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and SpongeBob do to get across these gaps. All I could do is flex! Wanna see?
Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old antenna?
Sandy's so done with
Oh,
everyone, to be
that?
honest.
It's yours if you replace it with a new one.
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception in the tree dome. Okay, Larry, you got a deal.
So yeah, as I was saying, in that video game, at the end, whoever had the most rolls was the best at all the minigames. Got to play the bad guy, the big bad guy, in that special. And then at the end, you got to watch like the actual episode, which was, I don't know, like 30 minutes long, and it was absolutely hilarious. Because every character, or every role could be played by every character. It only depended on how well you were doing at the minigames. And later on, you could like cast your own film, just choose whoever you wanted for what role. Which was absolutely fun. Like, for example, I always had so much fun just casting Plankton as the bad guy because that just made sense to me. Squidward is hilarious in every role because he's just wonderfully dry and sarcastic in everything he does. So, yeah, that was a really fun game, which I don't think a lot of people remember existed. And I also played it a lot with my friends, since, you know, it's basically Mario Party, so it lends itself to multiplayer. Also, playing it on your own is always a lot of fun. And you could like replay all the mini games, double collectibles, challenges, all that sort of stuff. So there was a lot to do there. And you could play through the story mode as often as you liked. Or like at the end just cast your own film, like I said. So yeah, that's like a bit of an obscure little video game that I don't think a lot of people remember existed. But, you know, if you're into vintage SpongeBob games and need something that you can play with friends, that's a good one. Okay. Now let's do my favorite thing. Swinging with the lasso in this game is just so satisfying. The only thing they changed here, I think, in the controls is that you now have to keep the button pressed so Sandy hangs on to the thing with her lasso, which I don't think you had to do in the previous GameCube version. There you just had to tap the button and it would connect. How dare you! I honestly did not see the countdown over there. Okay, no one saw that. Let's retry. I did not pay attention. I was busy talking. I'm quiet because I'm concentrating, actually focusing on the countdown this time. Here we go. Hello, here we go. And there we go. Oh, we're going this way. I love how gigantic all the washing gets they put up here, these clotheslines. Because as a kid, I was always asking myself, who put those up and who are they for?
One less varmint.
Especially since they're also like clothes from the characters, like there's Patrick's trousers and Sandy and SpongeBob's. They're all so big and gigantic. Why? Okay, yeah, there should be a wheel over here. Oh, see, there we go. We got 8. Yeah. Like that lasso is just so neat because you can use it for almost anything in this game. It makes defeating certain robots a lot easier. That way they're less annoying. And what's great is that Sandy can do it like mid-air, so he can like fly in on your lasso, and then you can lasso things mid-air, which I think is cool. Also, I think they updated how fast she can do it now. At least to me, it seems a lot faster now than in the original version, so I think that's a good update. It's also just a really good saving jump. Like sometimes when you just have to fall down somewhere and it looks like less to save you. Like I can't understand what when people say, you know, that Sandy is the most versatile and most fun to play with. Which I can partly agree with, but I think it's also sometimes a bit exaggerated. Since SpongeBob has so many skills as a character that Sandy and Patrick just don't have. And I already mentioned it in my first one that Patrick is, I think, underrated as a playable character in this game. Because he's unique enough, you know, he's strong, he can throw stuff, and I think he's got a couple of one-liners. So, I think all of the characters are fun to play with. I love the break in the music there, because every time you slide down somewhere, this really action-heavy music plays, no matter how short the sliding part is. And it makes for great break in musical atmosphere. Ah, here we go. I have to call SpongeBob so we can get into the lighthouse. Before we go in there, I think there's another thing we can do back. First up, stalk.
Another find for Patrick.
Also, I think we teleport back here. There should be, yes, here we go, there should be a button.
I love opening presents.
And then there should be a secret here.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Also, I'm totally aware of the fact that I missed out on the sock earlier, I think. But I'm not in the mood to get it back. This was really satisfying. Okay, now let's get into the lighthouse, and that's the wrong box. I should go down there in that box. Confusing. Hey Larry.
What's happening, SpongeBob?
Hey, Larry.
I don't know what's happening, Larry. It's all over the place. Okay, here we go. Big arena fight. How
Like a
dare you hit me, Mr. How dare you? If only it was the actual Mr. Robot like on the show, Mr. Robot, that would be fun. This would make this game a lot more confusing, but also interesting. Let's not get hit by Tartar Sauce guy this time. Good. Where's the... Camera, do me a solid here. Okay, I do not want to die to the hand robot.
It shines.
Oh, here we go.
Like a spring breeze. Take that! I feel like a new sponge.
I'm always taking out the duplicatrons first, no matter what. So I'd rather deal with one of us than I jumped straight into that. I was asking for that one. The hand robots are just not my friends today. They are not my friends. Don't be stuck, SpongeBob. I don't want to die here. Come on, hit him! Hit him! Thank you. We're done? Done. Okay. Wheel. Oh, we're only missing one. Who'd have thought? I think I know where the last one is. It was somewhere near the beginning of this level, but I think we need Sandy to get it. Okay, first one. There should be a sock at the end of this. If the camera plays with.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back. Fresh like a spring breeze.
And we got it on. There we go. Okay. Now we should be back with Gary was. And
I feel like a new
the
sponge.
buddies. Okay. So I know where the final steering wheel is. We just need to
I'm rollerific.
switch back. Of course I didn't make that. Switch back to Sandy, I think, to get it. It was somewhere on the rooftop. I just need to remember where. That's where we came from. Beginning of the level should be somewhere there. I should be down here.
Take
Karate
Good
choppies,
riddance. The
tees.
shinier, the better.
And then should be down here. Gotcha. Is Miss Pop gonna give it to me, Sandy?
Well, if it isn't Sandy Cheeks.
Howdy, Mrs. Puff.
Okay. Let's switch back to SpongeBob real quick. See? There you go. I don't have to go near these hand robots. Just defeat them with the lasso. It's definitely easy. There was probably a shortcut somewhere, but I missed it.
Flying squirrel coming through.
Come on, Sandy. SpongeBob.
Bringing it around town.
I really like the way Penny delivers that line so smooth. Okay. And there's Mrs. Puff, and we can get a gold spatula.
SpongeBob, I'm impressed. How did you fight?
Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was.
Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate.
But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license.
Oh, don't I?
No, you don't.
Well, if I don't, then what's this?
Look at that face! Oh, brilliant. Nice,
A
nice
library
little,
card.
Nice little detail.
Oh,
20 spatulas! Wow. There's only one missing, and that's just because you can't get to that one yet. But hey, cleared the entire level, so let's go back. And we're back. Which means, but look at how long we've been recording. I think we can do Goo Lagoon as well. Which is, to be honest,
love opening presents.
one of my least favorite levels in the game. Because I always kept drowning. But I played it as a kid. Which is why I usually skipped it and just went straight to the first boss. But no, we're doing everything according to plan and timeline. So, you know.
Goo Lagoon, a sun-drenched beach of sludge at the bottom of the sea. But all is not well here on Paradise.
You've just met the Sponginator.
Harmful robot. It's back. Should be a new robot, but yeah, there he is. That laugh. Ow. Monsoon. Watch it was lightning attack. Will do. Go.
SpongeBob, do I look burned?
Well, you do look a little red.
Barnacles! That darn robot.
Robot?
Yeah, a big robot stole everybody's sunscreen.
Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel.
Exactly! You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That sun is way too hot. That robot is out on the island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will connect all the towers and the light will
this is
shoot
the one
right
that was
out of the
really
big
badass.
reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes.
But I, can't swim.
If you could swim, it would make this a lot easier. Yeah, I hate this because this is when 5-year-old me realized that I'm really bad at puzzles. And I know this is a relatively easy puzzle compared to other video games, you know. But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes me this time to figure it out. Okay, so the light's over there now. See where that one's going. No, that's wrong. Okay, is there any other one? Okay. That looks mostly correct. Sorry for jumping in the soft belly. That's probably wrong. No, it's not. Oh, let's see. Let's see if this is actually correct. Oh, it probably isn't. Nope. Is that one going over there? It is, and let's hope that the last one's gonna be correct. Don't hit me. That's probably the wrong one. Let's hope this is the right one, otherwise we'll have to start over. Oh, there's another one over there. Okay. We get to that one later. Okay, but this at least means that we did it correctly for now. So let's go there.
Oh no! The children's balloons have been overfilled! They're carrying the children out of control!
I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You
Mrs.
can
Puff
save the
gets
children
fun.
by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward.
Can do, Mrs. Puff.
Okay, let's see if we can do that. That's right. Back. Back, child. don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Slow. Where's that child go? Can someone tell me where that child is flying? What's your flying curve? Now he's going big over there. See, this is why I don't like children. And now I can't even jump correctly. Because this game hates me. See? I don't have patience. I just don't have the patience for puzzles or video games or anything, and now my jumping button just doesn't do anything anymore. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can absolutely do this. Come on, child! What are you doing? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what is going to be this entire Let's Play. It's just me trying to hit that child. Here we are. Here we go. I did not make that jump, but I don't care. You know what? Because I don't need to get everywhere.
Fresh like a spring breeze. I love opening presents.
It's cool. I'm not annoyed because I took way longer than I should have. So let's just go there. I have to admit the water in the Rehydrated version looks a lot less gooey than it did in the original. However, that doesn't make this part any less annoying because for some reason this is the platforming bit that always gets me. Here we go. Okay, first step. We'll see how long this takes me. The last time I played this took me freaking ages. So, yeah, welcome to this part of the second part of the Let's Play, which is just me hoping that I get through things that don't take too long.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
The thing is, SpongeBob and Patrick can't swim, but neither can Sandy. Okay. Tiny child. I mean, I rescued the child. All it took me was to die. But hey, I hope that game registered that I saved this game. So I can get my golden spatula.
My
Okay,
hero.
good, dude.
You've saved the children.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm a hero, I only died to save these children. Thank you. Let's never do this again. Let's agree for SpongeBob to never ever have children. Okay, now we have to go over there to that sand castle.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
don't hit me, thank you. Okay, safe. It's all safe. Safe and sound. Okay, I know there should be a sock there. Let's see. Yeah, let's see it go.
Another find for Patrick.
Okay. Oh, buddy.
SpongeBob, I heard that you were collecting golden spatulas.
Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one?
Why, yes! We were having a sandcastle contest, and somebody put a golden spatula on the top.
If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III. And Fort Pattytown III
SpongeBob's
would
ever
have
so
a
slightly
big
creepy
bake sale every
face
Monday.
doesn't help with that voice.
The golden spatula?
Oh, at the top of the sandcastle, right. That should be easy to reach.
Well, perhaps you should see for yourself.
We'll see how easy it will actually be. This is also one of those bits where I frequently drown because of pressure. SpongeBob, don't disappear into the sand. Don't do this.
Too pretty. Can't take it.
Close one, close one. Okay, do the fire. Which is somehow working underwater and under goo as well. So double underwater theoretically. There we go. Checkpoint, checkpoint, thank you. Now let's not get hit by gigantic beach balls. Shouldn't have said it. Just shouldn't have said it. Karma doesn't like me. So let's not say anything. Just walk straight over here. Ignore this robot. Destroy the cannon. Good, thank you. Destroy this robot. How? How? Come on! Don't do this to me. I did land on... This is actually something friendly. Brilliant, I have to kill myself. SpongeBob, you need to die. I'm sorry, the game wants you to die in this level. All the way back here. See? You see why I don't really like the Goo Lagoon level? It just doesn't speak to me personally. At least the first cat's already destroyed. Come on, SpongeBob. Don't get hit. Don't get hit, SpongeBob. Don't get hit. Okay, good. We're safe. Got it. It's good. It's fine. Let's walk past this weird fish. Don't get hit. Collect the gold pressure. We got it. We're safe. No, there were no obstacles. Everything was perfect. Let's see if I can do this.
You! Patrick needs to do laundry. I love opening presents.
Nicely done. And now we can go to the cabins.
Hello, Gary. What's new? Meow. You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater.
Yes.
Oh, he's so crazy.
Oh, Squidward, a new sweater. I would love to see that.
And there's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Wow.
So I don't get to see Squidward in a new sweater. Oh, disappointing. Maybe it's that long sleeve sweater he wears in the Christmas episode. That one looks actually kind of nice. This cabin looks really nice in the Rehydrated version. Like, obviously it already looked nice in the original one, but I don't know, it just seems a bit more lively, a bit more detailed. It's really nice and mystic. And it's cave drawings and everything. Okay, let's get over here. Where I yet again have to struggle with not getting hit. This time I really shouldn't say anything anymore. This game sure likes to punish me. This game really, this game, or this level, it really doesn't like me. I'm not saying anything anymore. I'm just saying, we're gonna go over here. No. SpongeBob, don't be weird. You can do this. Thank you. And now push the button in a normal fashion without drowning, please. Thank you. Actually, I just remembered there is a sock you can get if I can do the platforming. Let's hope I can do the platforming. Of course I can't do the platforming! We'll just ignore any attempt I will ever take at anything in this game that's remotely requiring any kind of video game skill. We'll just ignore all of it. And just, you know, go on and play
You've just met the
story
Sponginator.
as is.
Ta-ting! Hammer! I said it!
Oh my god! What the hell? I don't know. I don't know if it's me. I mean, it's probably me, but it's just not my day. It's just not my day. This game is
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most
punishing me.
satisfying. Push, 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 push.
You know, this is why I love the Goo Lagoon levels so much. It's just it speaks to me on a really personal level. A personal level of absolute hatred. And we haven't even been to Kelp Forest yet, which is the other level I really don't like. I should add though, when I say really don't like, it's just in the context of this game. They're still great levels and I love the design. It's just my least favorite levels because I'm not really that good at them as compared to the other levels. So yeah, just adding that. Just being picky. But hey, at least we get to go to the amusement park now. There we go.
SpongeBob, help me find Patrick.
Can do. Spots. Very convenient. Look at Patrick's adorable, memeable face.
Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. and worse. Me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
This is probably the easiest spatula in the entire game. Because you really only have to destroy that ticket booth. You don't have to do anything else.
Pretty sparkly.
You don't even have to get through the entire carnival. It's just destroying this thing. Which then in turn destroys the entire carnival, as you can see. So, yeah, damage done. We completely... Great, there goes the Ferris wheel. Like, even if you reopen the carnival now, no one can go here because I destroyed it. Maybe this is a reference to the Valentine's Day episode.
Not exactly what I had in mind. I hope my insurance covers all this. Why don't you try something less expensive? Or, I mean, dangerous. I need them crazy robots cleared out of the bumper boats. When you've destroyed them all, come back and see me.
Okay, I stand corrected. He does want me to go through the entire level. But still, I love that first time around, the game is like, you have to destroy this thing and that's it. I've never rode a Ferris wheel. There is a spatula down here somewhere. Oh, over there. We'll see if I'm gonna go grab it later, maybe. Boy. Oh, Wagasiki, I like that one. That's fun. It's just button mashing. There we go.
Hey, this is mine!
See, we also got 10 socks, so we can go grab a spatula later.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
There's another ticket booth over here. Could destroy that one too. This is something from SpongeBob. You can do the bowling thing. It's actually quite fun. Get shiny things. Let's not die, Patrick. Let's not die. Okay. So I have to hit the duplicator without running into the robot. Did I hit it? I did not hit it. Let's try in a second. Because why would anything... Because why would anything work on the first attempt in this level?
Goody, another one.
Yes. Come here. I'm gonna pay that now, but that's for SpongeBob, I think, to bungee jump.
Where is the whistle? Oh, goody, another one! Smoothies!
Slide. Sliding always makes me feel like a badass in this because of the music.
Oh, this one goes boom! Oh,
Worth it.
that's much better.
Did I get... I did. Nice. I see. There we go. We can change back to SpongeBob for a minute to get that umber spatula. So yeah, I completely forgot I wanted to talk about the other SpongeBob video games I played. So I talked about the Mario Party one. Then the next one I had was a bit of a weird one. It was like the creature from the Krusty Krab, I think it was called, which is probably one of the weirdest SpongeBob video games. Like, you play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Plankton, which I think is quite cool because you never really get to play as Plankton. And you play through their dreams. They're all having weird dreams because they ate Krabby Patties before going to bed. And just the absurdity and the creativity that went into the game. Like with SpongeBob, first you play a racing game. It's the first level, then you go through a giant worm and explore that. Then you have to fly a plane. With Patrick, you get to start out in like a comic book world where he is a superhero and everyone else is also basically Patrick. Looks like him at least. Then you're in space and you have to fly a rocket with Patrick. Like it shoots an asteroid. And then you fight against Plankton on the rooftops and help out Mermaid Man. With Plankton, you have to run away from a gigantic Krabby Patty because you used a ray to make it bigger, but then the Patty basically becomes sentient and wants to eat him. And you have to run away from it. Then Plankton makes himself really big, and you get to destroy all of Bikini Bottom, basically, which is one of the best levels ever, and basically all Plankton ever wanted to do, and it's just so much fun. And it's such a bizarre game. It's just when you hear all the different kinds of levels and what the premise is, like at the very end you enter into a bizarro dream world race, and even at the end when they try to explain to you this is what happened, you're just puzzled because the game continues to be weird until the very end. Even all of the solutions are not properly explained or real. It's just like the amount of diversity of levels you had in that game were great and really creative, but also like really weird, and the animation could sometimes be super awkward, but in a sort of good way. And once again, it was one of those games where you think, why would this be a SpongeBob game? But it works. It's a short game. Like, I think every character gets like 2 or 3 levels. But some of the levels are so much fun. Like my favorite probably, like you get to play as Plankton when he's huge. You get to destroy all Bikini Bottom. Like every building is really fun. The comic book world with Patrick, where he's a superhero, Patrick Man, is super fun because the design looks so creative. Like it really looks like a 2D comic book world. And the racing with SpongeBob is kind of fun because it really goes like into this hot rod racing cliche sort of thing. Yeah, it's one of those weirder games, but I think if you know the game or you've played it yourself, you know what I mean, that it is weird, but it has this odd charm. Like where you think, okay, yeah, this is awkward, but you feel like there is some real sense of creativity behind this. So there you go. And I think the next game I had is actually the one based on a special not a lot of people like. It's the Atlantis Square Panthers video game I had for no, I did not want to jump on that. Shite. Based on yeah, based on the special, and we had it for. I'm just hoping if I die now, it takes me back to the previous. SpongeBob just died. Do me the favor. And yeah, I had it for the Wii, and it's based on the special, which for some reason not a lot of people like. And what am I saying? I did want to jump over there. Oh my god, see, I'm getting so irritated when I'm talking. Okay, yeah, Atlantis SquarePantas. An episode I actually really like. I know a lot of people don't like that special, but I've always loved that one
SpongeBob.
ever since it came
You're
out.
king of the beach. Here.
Which is why I wanted to have the video game. And admittedly now, upon replaying it a couple days ago, it can be a bit boring because there's a lot of just pressing some buttons and nothing really exciting happens. But it does have some nice platforming, where you get to play as with the different kinds of characters, and some of them get paired up later where you think, oh, this is an interesting combination, like Patrick and Squidward, or Sandy and Krabs, that sort of thing. And it basically takes you through the entire story of the Atlantis SquarePantas storyline.
Somehow I don't think he needs a hand.
You get to play as Plankton, how he shoots up all of Atlantis with a tank, which, you know, is neat. I think maybe not the most appropriate thing for a kid's game. But, you know, I don't know how old I was when this came out, 9 or 8. I didn't have any problems with this. So, it was fine to me. And
Love opening presents.
it's probably, it's definitely not as good as any of the other video games I've played in the SpongeBob franchise, and it would not be as much fun for an adult as for a kid, because I did realize upon replaying, okay, I have way more fond memories of this than it actually being good. Which is not to say that I didn't enjoy replaying it. I did, but you know, it was a bit boring. Just had to press some buttons, and that was it. And it's all over in 3 hours. You know, but it had some really neat driving sections, not just with the tank, but also you get to drive with that bus, and you get to drive through Atlantis, and you have to repair, and that was always one of my favourite levels. I just like the driving mechanic. There was some singing involved. Every character gets to have their own little level. There was some photographing sessions, which I thought were neat, where as SpongeBob you get to walk through the museum and you have to photograph stuff, and then you get to walk through the Atlantis Museum as Patrick and you have to photograph stuff. And you get to throw Krabby Patties at people so they don't send it away. And yeah, I think for a kid it works rather well. For an adult, maybe not so much.
SpongeBob, you found
It
some.
did have some very
home,
neat
safe where they
mini
belong.
games, though,
Here's your
which was sort of built up like an arcade game, and there were,
Spatula.
I don't
I
know,
don't speak
like
Italian.
5 different kinds of games you could play, and they were really fun. So I think that game had a lot more going for it than some people maybe give it credit for. Which is basically the same I can say about the Atlantis episode. Because that one is overhated. I really like the Atlantis SquarePantas special. Sure, the stuff with Patchy the Pirate is a bit weird, but if you cut that out, I know there's a version with all the Patchy stuff cut out, and that's a fun musical episode, which I can still sing along to until this very day. And to end this second long part of Let's Play, let's do our first boss of the game.
I have brought you two here to face a great challenge.
I've got nerves of steel and muscles of sand.
And eyes of jelly.
My Poseidon has been bleached by a mighty foe whom you must vanquish.
Bring it on, Your Highness! Bring it on!
In this corner, defending the Poseidon, a small square guy. And
Adorable.
A huge murderous robot shaped like a squirrel.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I think I need to get home to feed Gary.
Gary's fine. Okay. Come at me, Sandy.
Looks
Come at
like
me,
the
Robot Sandy.
left itself vulnerable. Great Barrier Reef.
But I think they added in this fight is that they're adding some details to how much the robot's getting destroyed, like, you know, the tail burning and all that, which I think wasn't in the original. The robot looks a lot more refined than this. Like a lot more detail to it actually being robotic. And bounce.
The robot better change tactics and fast.
I wanna play!
Patrick, we're not playing. We're fighting for our lives.
I'm not sure Patrick knows the difference.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Well, we're trying not to kill Patrick. I can talk about the last video game I actually replayed just a couple of days ago.
The old clothesline move.
Which was a game also for the Wii. And it was the one based on the Triple Square special, so like for the 10th anniversary special. And that game is really neat, I think. It's a lot different than the episode. Which I also think gets a bit overhated. Like, Truth or Square is not the best special there is. But yeah, I think it has some neat moments. And the game, I think, they made for that is a perfect, I think, celebration, because it basically tells you, takes you through all of the, you know, great moments of SpongeBob. The gist is that SpongeBob forgot where the Krabby Patty formula is, and because he's sad, he can't remember where it is. So in order to make him happy, him and his friends try to make him remember all the happy times they had together. So you have a level that's SpongeBob and Patrick jellyfishing, you have a level that's SpongeBob and Sandy for the first time. Or you have a level with Squidward pretending to be Father Christmas, that sort of thing. And all the while, of course, Plankton is there and he tries to find the Krabby Patty formula for himself, and there are some robots again. It does have a lot of it does have a lot of Battle for Bikini Bottom vibes as well. He uses also a lot of the music from this game, but also from other SpongeBob games. So it is this sort of perfect mixture of remembering all episodes from the TV show, but also remembering all the video games. So that's definitely one of the better games, I think. It has enough levels, and they're also, once you're done with all the levels, the story is finished, but you still have a bunch of more like mini games or mini levels to play where you can get collectibles, which are like sort of remembrances that remind SpongeBob of individual episodes that happened. So that was a really cute game. I really enjoyed replaying the Triple Square video game for the Wii. And just in time, we did it.
Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
It's a new power.
The newest caster's name is Johnny. I don't remember that.
But wait, there's more. A golden spatula, and that's not all. A gift certificate for $5.32 to Dean's Little Shop of Dried Fish Flakes and Flowers.
Oh, thank you. It all means so much. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Cry all you want, but not here. We just wax the floors.
We just had a 10-minute fight with a gigantic murderous robot, but him crying on the wax floor is what troubled you. Because that fight with the Death Robot sure didn't destroy the ground.
Plankton!
Yes, what is it?
I was just wondering why all the robots seem to be coming from inside the chum bucket.
Have they? I really haven't noticed.
Yeah. And then there's that big flashing neon sign.
I love
that
how we're
says
not even
Robot
in that
Headquarters.
part of Bikini Bottom yet, but it
SpongeBob,
just gets
friend,
cooler.
right?
No, not really.
Exactly, and as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're thinking too much. I'm worried you might really hurt yourself. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself, and you can just keep working on getting me into the chum bucket.
Thanks, Plankton. You're the best non-friend a friend could have. No more thinking for me.
And here we are, we finished the first third of Bikini Bottom. And now, on to the second half, we got a new power, which is probably my favourite power
There's
of the
nothing
game.
like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like...
And we got 3 new levels all
Let me teach you how to
ourselves.
bowl a bubble.
I already know, Bubble Buddy.
Wow.
Remember though, the
Got it.
Thank you. Yeah, this is where we are. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Sorry for me being very incompetent during the Goo Lagoon level, but yeah, I told you, it's not my level. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the second part of the Let's Play. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done it already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.